Hello. 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 Alright. Alright. Well, there you go. Alright, going to pick off where I left off in my campaign. Alright, so we've still been working on Hela. Pretty much got everything set up, ready to go. I just have to split half my deck, basically. Sure, I have everything here. Yeah, Infinity Stones completed. Okay. Alright, so. Doing a rematch against Hela, my campaign with a Warlock. So, started off with the scheme Odin's Torment. Attach Odin to the main scheme on the captive side, face up, and then reveal Gunnifear and Garm, and then set the other cards aside, out of play, and then shuffle the encounter back. Which we already did, but we can do it again. Like it will matter. Alright, so this flips over. Revealed Gunnifear. Comes in with 2 threats. Hinder, 1 per player. Victory 2, so it starts off with 3 acceleration icon. And then Garm. 4 health per player. Threat cannot be removed from Gunnifear while he's there, so we have to take him out first. Then Odin's Torment. When Hela would be defeated, if Odin is attached to the scheme, discard each attachment from Hela, and then flip her to Wounded Side instead. If the scheme is completed, the player loses the game. This comes in with 1 threat per player, goes up 1 threat per player. We are playing this on Standard 3, so we have already put in our environment for Pursued by the Past. It's a permanent setup. After you place 3 pursuit counters here, if the number of counters here is at least 3 more than the number of players, remove each counter here. If your Nemesis minion is in play, it activates against you. Otherwise, you flip this card over, and then basically when you flip it over, it will instruct you to go and find your Nemesis minion, reveal it, and then search your set-aside area for your Nemesis set scheme and reveal it, and then shuffle the remaining set-aside Nemesis cards into the encounter deck, and then flip the card back over. And since I'm playing solo, this would be 4. Alright, and then part of the campaign also, for campaign instructions, we are to find the Northstone site scheme, put it into play, which we've already gone ahead and done. So, find the Nordstones. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme unless Hela is wounded. When defeated, each player puts a copy of Nordstone upgrade into play under their control and on the setup side, and then flip the card over. This also gets an acceleration. This also has 3 threat. So that's why the main has 2 on here. And other than that, we are fighting Hela. Asgard Mystic traded 1 scheme, 1 attack. Hela gets 1 scheme, 1 attack, and 2 hit points per player for each side scheme in the victory display. When Hela is defeated, if Odin is not attached to the main scheme, you win the game. So we have to basically, for us to defeat Hela, we have to rescue Odin, and then we can defeat her. And that is pretty much it for the campaign setup period. Alright, and we are, again, Adam Warlock, Mystic traded, recovery 3, hit points 11. On his hero card, he's a 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense hero. He has an ability called Battle Mage. It's an action, so when you discard one card from your hand once per phase. If that card is either aggression, you get to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Justice, remove 2 threat from a scheme. If it's protection, we get to heal 1 damage from an ally. And then if it's a leadership, this gives I can give a hero +1 thwart, attack, and defense for this round. Now, the only problem with this whole situation is that in the campaign, I failed to prevent Thanos from snapping, so I lose half of my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and get that process taken care of. Right. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's half of my deck. So this is the amount of cards I have to play with. I don't know what's in here. That's the best surprise. This could be really devastating for me. Alright, other than that, we were all set to go here. Go ahead and draw to my hand size of 6. So we get a Quantum Magic, we have a Hulk, Iron Man, Mystic Senses, that's good. A Lion Weight, can't be mad at that. And we have a Shawarma. That makes me happy. So I have resources. Mystic Senses is good. So the problem is that I don't know what's in my deck right now. So I'm going in blind. And I have a lot to deal with. I have to get rid of Garm, because if I don't, I can't touch that side scheme. And I can't... This is going to keep accelerating, so that's going to give us problems. Building a board is going to be important. Quantum Magic is good. I'm going to mulligan these. I'm going to mulligan 4. Because I need to dig, and I need to find out what's in my cards. Okay, so we get a strength. Wolverine. All right, so we have Wolverine. Man, we've gotten so lucky the last 4 games we played on this scenario. So we have Wolverine, so we can actually get him out into play immediately. And we have a Skilled Investigator. Interesting. Okay. Well, We can use Shawarma. We could use Shawarma and the Astonishing X-Men. We could pay for those, get Wolverine into play. Skill Investigator, we can put down. We can't touch this while she's not. So many rules we have to follow here. Quantum Magic. Maybe I bring someone else back. Maybe a Quantum Magic, put a line and wait in. No, maybe get my Mystic Senses back. Then I can put that down. But the Skill Investigator will help give me card draw for defeating side schemes, but I'm not going to be defeating a side scheme right away. So yeah, I think I'm going to just do. I will use this. I'm going to use the Skill Investigator. I'm going to use the Quantum Magic, and I'm going to bring back Mystic Senses, because then I'll be able to draw cards anyways, and I don't have to worry about warding. We will use Strength to pay for Mystic Senses to get that onto us. And then we'll use our Shawarma and our Astonishing X-Men side scheme to get Wolverine into play. Wolverine will go ahead and attack Garm for 3. He has piercing, so this will... Yeah, he has piercing, so we'll get rid of his stuff. And we can just go ahead and deal 3 damage. Wolverine takes 2 consequential damage for that, because of the 2 stars underneath his attack. So he has 2 of his hit points remaining. And then we'll go ahead and have Adam Warlock flip to hero side, and then we'll go ahead and have him swing for 1. We'll take out Garm. So now Garm has been defeated, and it is victory, so he's now removed from the game. And now we can actually start taking threat off of that scheme now. And we have no other cards to play right now, so we'll go ahead and ready up. And we'll drop to a hand size of 5. So we're drawing into a Quantum Magic, we're drawing into a basic spell, we're drawing into a Cosmic War. I'm glad to see that in the deck. Captain America. And then we have an Armored Vest, so we can increase our defense if needed. Or we can use this to heal Wolverine. Alright, so we're going to be putting 3 threat onto the main for the 2 acceleration icons, and this goes up 1. So that's going to be 3 going on, so this gets bumped up to 4. And then Hela is going to activate against this. So she'll be attacking us with a attack of 1 and a boost. Should be okay, because she doesn't have any of her modifiers, so we'll go ahead and just take the hit. So she hits us for an additional 2 boost, so 3 damage. Yeah. Alright, so we get hit, and then we get the encounter card dealt to us, and that will become a summon back. This has Peril and its surges, so we're going to get another counter card. So, summon back, when not revealed, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for your Nemesis minion, and put that into play engage with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. So Magus comes into play, comes in with toughness and quick strike. So quick strike, he's going to hit me for 2. So, and then a force response with Magus after he activates against you, discard the top 5 cards of your deck. So we have a Spider-Man, we have a Karmic Blast, we have Soul World, that's good to see. An Energy Shield, and Quasar. Right, we almost decked out, and we lost our Soul World. Okay, here, and then we'll reveal the next encounter card, which is going to be a Sidescape. Legions of Hell has a Crisis icon, so we're not allowed to touch the main scheme on threat until this has been taken care of. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each undead minion in play. If there are no undead minions in play, this card gains Surge. There aren't. So this card gets Surge. Oh, this game is rocking so good right now. Legions of Hell is in play now. Put that on the main right there so we can't touch it. And it gets 4 threat. Oh no, there is no 4. Okay, it's only 2 because there is. That's why. Yeah. This scenario will actually be really fun to put in the new Loki deck, I think. Alright, and then we surged into another encounter. Bloop. Hey, look, an undead. And he has guard. So when he outside of ability, when revealed, choose either to take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. Well, I really don't want to do that. I'll take the damage, I guess. And it's now finally my turn. So because it's the start of my turn, Wolverine heals for 1 because he has a healing factor. And now we're going to figure out what I can do. Alright, so what are our options here? Quantum Magic. Our deck's pretty thin. I'd like to probably play that and get my Soul World on the table. I feel like I should Battle Mage Captain America. So then that way I can have +1 across the board. Wolverine can smack 3 onto Magus. And then I can just go ahead and finish him off. We have so much side schemes. The side schemes are kind of hurting us right now. We do have a basic spell. I could potentially just play 2 of that. Mystic Spell to remove 3 off of that. No, we gotta clear that main too. We also want to... Well, let's Battle Mage first. Because that is a guaranteed thing that we're gonna do. So I am gonna Battle Mage... Captain America. And I can also do a... So since I did a leadership, I get 1 across the board. So now I have a 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. I can also respond now with my Mystic Senses. For Battle Mage, I get to draw one card. And we draw into a Thor. I think what we'll do... Magus has got to go because he's going to cause us problems. We need our Soul World 2 on the table. So... we'll use Armored Vest to play Quantum Magic. We'll grab our Soul World. Wolverine hits 3 on Magus. So he's got 3 damage on him. We'll have Adam Warlock finish him off. Play Thor. And then we put in Soul World. We'll use Basic Spell to put in a Cosmic Ward. So at least we have a board state, at least, somewhat. Yeah, okay, that's it. We'll ready up. And then we'll draw to a hand size of 5. 1, 2. We decked out. So we get a counter card. So now that we've gone through our deck, we now know that we don't have our staff. We don't have our cloak. Yeah. This is going to be a rough game. And we have one Cosmic Awareness, and we have one Karmic Blast. Okay, so 3 threats going to go on. So that's going to go on from 4 to 7. Fella's going to attack us. I have like no readies. I'm just gonna, I guess, take it. Do a shield spell. Burn through my cards again. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. We'll just go ahead and let it go through. Oh yeah, since also I went through my deck, I do have a counter from Soul World. So she's going to attack for 1 with the boost of 1. That's 2 damage. We'll take it. That'll drop us down to 3. And then the Dragaro will attack. We'll let that go through also. That takes us down to 2. We're going to be dealt another encounter card. So revealing the first one, that is going to be Evil Alliance. Each Nemesis minion in play activates against you. If no minions are activated this way, place 3 pursuit counters on Pursuit by the Past. So this is already... That one would be good. Alright, so that's 3, and then our next encounter card is the Queen of Hell. Actually, you know what? I kind of misplayed there. I'm actually going to Cosmic Ward that. Yeah. So, I'm going to go back and Cosmic Ward this, so I don't have the 3 counters on here. And then we'll reveal this card, and then this one is Queen of Hell. When revealed, Hell attacks you, put 1 threat on each side scheme. So she's attacking, and then 1 goes on here, so that's 4. And then that goes to 4. And this goes to 3. Well, that's only side schemes. We'll go ahead and let that go through. So she's attacking me for 1, 2, 3. That's 3 damage. And then we'll go ahead and use our shield spell. When we would take any amount of damage from an attack, we would discard that many cards on the top of our deck to prevent all the damage. 1, 2, 3. So we take no damage. And then we go to play return. Wolverine heals 1. I am going to all these go away. And I'm going to Battle Mage, and I'm going to heal Wolverine 1. And because I Battle Mage, I get to draw a card because of my response from Mystic Senses. I get Line in Wait. I'll go ahead and use that as a resource, and I'll put Protective Training onto Wolverine. So now Wolverine's health points have increased by 3. That actually works. Actually, you know what? I'll use the Cosmic Awareness to pay for that instead. And then I'm going to use the Summoning Spell to put in a Line in Wait. And then I'm going to thwart 1 off here. So that goes to 2. Flipping down is going to suck. But really, with no options here. We'll have Wolverine take out the Dragar. Kind of in a pickle here. Yeah, Wolverine takes 2 damage, so he's 3 out of 7 right now. We'll flip down to Alter Ego. We'll exhaust the Soul World, remove the counter. We'll heal back up to full health. And We're ready up. Drop to a hand size of 6. So we have Armored Vest, Thor, Captain America. We have the Shawarma. Skill Investigator. And Karmic Blast. Alright, 3 threats going to go on to the main. So this will go up from 7 to 10. And Hela is going to activate. She's going to scheme against us. So she'll be scheming for a base of 1 with the boost of... Oh, yeah, after activation, resolves, place 1 pursue counter pursued by the past. So she'll scheme for 1, so that'll go up to 11. So 11 out of 18. And then 1 pursue counter pursued by the past goes up. And we'll get an encounter card for our troubles. And Sinister Strike. Place 1 pursue counter pursued by the past. Then if it has any counters on it, it gains Surge. And it does. So this will surge into another encounter card. And Hela's Domain. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Perfect. And place 1 additional threat on the main scheme for each side scheme in the victory display. And there are none in the victory display right now, so we don't have to do that effect. So we're good. Alright, and now we're on player turn. So Wolverine will heal 1 damage. It's back to 2. It's also back to not being exhausted. Man. This is a situation. Who could help me right now? Captain America could help me. He's got toughness. He could block. He could block for me. But we gotta clean up this mess right now. We gotta get rid of Legion's Hell. We gotta get the main scheme back under control. That's what we gotta do. So flip to hero. We will Battle Mage. We'll use Captain America as a Battle Mage again to increase our stats by 1. Until the end of round. Mystic Senses allows us to draw a card. We draw into a Quantum Magic. So we can get a card back. What's in here that we could use? Cosmic Awareness is probably a good idea. Or we could get Spider-Man into play. Yeah, let's get Spider-Man. He would be very helpful. So I'm going to use Skill Investigator. I'm going to play Quantum Magic to bring a card back into my hand. I'm going to grab Spider-Man. And then I'm going to use the Shawarma, which is 3 resources. And I'm going to use the Armored Vest and Thor. And we're going to bring Spider-Man into play. So Spider-Man has a response. After you play Spider-Man from your hand, remove 3 threat per player from a side scheme. So we are going to remove 3 threat off of Guinevere. So that was at 4, so there's 1 left on it. And then we're going to have Spider-Man thwart 2 off of Legions of Hell to get rid of that. So now the Crisis icon has been removed from the main scheme, which is good because now we can actually start thwarting it. We're going to remove 2 off of that with Adam Warlock. And then we'll have Wolverine thwart 1 off of there. So we'll drop this down to 9. And then Spider-Man takes 1 consequential damage. So does Wolverine. So he's at 3. We're going to hold on to Karmic Blast, I think. Well, not really, because we're not really attacking, so I'm actually going to scrap it. So we'll unexhaust everything. And then we'll drop to a hand size of 5. Hey, what's going on, tabletop? TNT underscore tabletop. How are you? It's going. We're trying to figure it out. Alright, so we get that. The only benefit with having a 25 card deck right now is that we get our Soul World charge a lot faster. So if things go south, but eventually it's going to catch up to us. So they're going on to Villain's turn. I should probably shuffle my deck. Yeah, no, I'm a fan of Fantasy Flight games myself. Fortunately the only cards I played from them right now is Marvel Champions. But if I was going to get into one of their games, I probably would do the Lord of the Rings. But I'm very invested into this now. I never heard of that Shadows of Brimstone. Sorry. What's that about? Sounds inviting. Alright, 3 threats still going on to the main because there's 2 acceleration icons. So it's at 9. So it goes up to 12. Ella's going to activate against us. She's going to attack. We're at full health, so we have a soul charge. So I'm really not feeling like I need to defend. So she'll be attacking for a base of 1 and a boost of 2. So that'll be 3 damage to us. Dropping us down to 8. And then we'll be dealt another encounter card. And this is where the fun begins. Oh, that's cool. Dungeon crawler boarding. That sounds like fun. I do like a good dungeon game. I was actually playing some PoE too today. First encounter card is a Dragar. Hey, this is gonna be fun. When revealed, choose either to take 1 damage or place 1 threat on the main. I'll take a damage. Then I'm gonna trigger my line wait. After a minion engages with you, I can discard line and wait to deal 3 damage to the minion, so he's dead. Just like that. And then we're going to reveal our next encounter card, which is, I'm so sad. Place 1 threat onto the main. This goes on 13 out of 18. And then place 1 additional threat, which we don't because there is no side schemes in the victory display yet. So we're okay there. So okay, and then we've satisfied the encounter phase. The round ends, so my modifiers are gone, and it's now player turn. Yeah, I got it. Like it's still in early access. I grabbed it like a couple like when it went into early access, but it's like I really couldn't commit to like. It's been hard like committing to games lately because there's so many so many things I like to do, and like I've been really focusing on like this takes up a good portion of my free time. So my free time is so limited, but yeah, they just released it some like a new season, so I finally got a chance and I reinstalled it and I actually kept me entertained. I sank maybe a couple hours into it while I was watching the wrestling pay-per-view. Got up to level 10. Decided to play out of my element. I usually like playing spellcasters, necromancers, especially like when I play Diablo. So I went with a just two-handed mace warrior, just smashing skulls. Felt pretty good. All right. So now we have 13 threat on the main. Can I? Oh yeah, Wolverine heals one, so he's back to 2 out of 7 hit points. Hey, we have a Hulk. There's nothing in the discard pile yet that I could use. We could get Iron Man on the table. We could also basic spell. Basic spell, remove. We can remove a threat, do 3 damage. We're probably wanting it for the threat. So let's do that. Let's basic spell. We're gonna remove. We can't touch this until she's wounded, but we'll remove 3 threat off the main. That's fair. Yes. So Marvel Champions can be played with 4 players altogether. And it's also playable in solo mode. It was actually one of my selling points of why I got into the game. I've been playing for about 2 years now. I like playing with other people. It's just that there's not a lot of people I know in the real in like personally that actually plays. So it was nice to be able to find a game where I could actually play and enjoy myself. You can also play two-handed solo, which is fun too. It actually gives you the gist of how the multiplayer feels to it. As you play with more people, the villain's health goes up. Like for example, see how there's like a little character there. So Hella's got 8 health. So if I was playing with 2 people, this would be 16. Or if it goes up by 3, yeah, add another 8 to it. Everything goes up per player. So yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm aware of what Arkham is. I have never really seen a gameplay, but yeah, it plays kind of like that. So like they have the sides. You're basically trying to prevent the villain from completing their scheme, and you're managing the threat that's on it, and while also battling them directly. Who did I? Oh yeah, I did a Mystic spell. Um, I could Battle Mage again. That's probably a good idea. Battle Mage. So I'm gonna do another use another leadership card to Battle Mage to give Adam Warlock +1 stats across the board again. And then we'll have Adam Warlock, and then because I Battle Mage, I can respond to Mystic Senses and draw another card into an Armored Vest. Which in turn, I can actually use that to use Quantum Magic to bring back. Screw it. Yeah, no, it's bringing back the basic spell, right? Yeah. So I can use that next turn. That's fair. And then we'll have Warlock thwart 2 off of this. So it goes to 8. And then Spider-Man will thwart 2. which drops that to 6. He should also have 2 damage on him. I forgot to do. We'll have Wolverine throw 3 damage on Hela. So we gotta start working on that too. So that's 5, and then he takes 2 consequential damage because that's the rules for him. So he's 4 out of 7 on hit points. Yeah, if you do decide to get into it, there's a lot of stuff out right now. There is some stuff that is going on a print, but not really a big deal because they will probably like redo some of the old stuff. But I would like when I got into it because I'm real bit also big into Marvel. So I pretty much completed like, the collection in like a year. But you don't need to do that. You can literally just buy the core box because you need that to play anyways. And you get like 5 heroes, 3 villains, and then there's a bunch of modulars in there that you can like because like there's different modulars you can put into their decks to customize and make the villains deck more challenging or different. So it's always going to be a different experience when you play. I'm a collector, so I couldn't help my impulses. I wanted to buy it all, but you could get a lot of hours and playtime with just the core box if you just wanted to go in slow, ease yourself into it, and then you can just buy like whatever heroes you like, their hero packs, and then change, customize that also. All right, so she's at 5. That's at 6. I guess that's fair. We're gonna ready up. For 3 threat goes on, so this will go up to 9. Hela's going to activate. I'm just going to go ahead and take it. So she's attacking for base of 1. And then boost to 2. So I get hit for 3. Drops him down to 4. And then we'll get an encounter card. And she gets her crown. Alright, so this gets attached to the villain. As soon as my camera stops doing that. So after Hela schemes, give her a face down boost card so she gets +1 scheme. So now you don't really want to flip down. So now she has a 2 scheme. So once we take her down, or when she would be defeated, we discard her attachments. So she's got 5 hit points right now. We can just work on that, I think. So round ends, we lose our modifiers. We have a basic spell again. Let's Battle Mage again. Or actually, Wolverine heals 1. Battle Mage. Actually, we have to heal. I think I heal Wolverine. What's her health at 5? Oh, excuse me. Yeah, we'll do that again. Battle Mage. Then we get +1 again. Then we're gonna Wolverine hits Ella for 3. So that remains 2, and then we'll have Warlock finish her off. Okay, so she's at 0. So we have the Force Interrupt on the Odin's Torment's main scheme. When Hela would be defeated, if Odin is attached to the scheme, which Odin is attached to the scheme, we will discard each attachment on Hela, and then we'll flip her to her wounded side, so she loses that. So now, Hela has a 0 scheme and a 0 attack, because she's considered wounded. Force response after a side scheme is defeated, we have to flip her back to her mystic side. So this would actually be the time now where I would actually flip down now and heal up, since she's got a 0 scheme. And I can actually start working on this side scheme also. So, and I need to get that one also because they'll give me an upgrade that's going to help. And he should be at 5 damage right now. I gotta heal up Wolverine a little bit too. So let's do 2 resources. Oh, I forgot to draw a card when I battle mage too, so drawing that. I just realized I have a lot of energy cards. Energy shield might be actually good. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to attach energy shield to Spider-Man. And then I'm going to play 2 resources. I'm going to play basic spell. And I'm going to remove 3 threat off of this. And then I'm going to have Spider-Man thwart 2 off of here. So we're at 6, 7, 8, 9. And so he would take a consequential, but since I have the energy shield attached to him, when a character would take any amount of damage, spend an energy resource to prevent that many damage. So Hulk's got an energy resource. I'm going to use that to prevent the consequential. And then I'm going to flip down to Alter Ego. I'm going to exhaust Soul World. I'm going to use the Soul Charge. I'm going to heal myself back to full health. We're back to 11. And then we're going to unexhaust everything. Alright, so I think we might be looking good now. So let's drop to our hand size of 6. 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5. 6. Okay, it is now villain's turn. Main scheme goes up by 3, 7, so it goes up to 10. Hela is going to scheme for 0 and a boost of 1. Not too serious. And then we get an encounter card, which is a Frost Giant, which comes into play with toughness. Okay. That will end round. We lose our modifiers. So then the Wolverine heals 1 damage. So he's at 4. So we can actually swing at the Frost Giant. Flip the Warlock. Let's use our Karmic Blast to put a Cosmic Ward into play. This will help cancel a bad Treachery card that we don't want to deal with. And then probably should get another ally out. I really want to get Quasar out because she's going to flip out over anyways once we get a side scheme cleared up. So once I get him into play, he'll remove 1 off of each scheme. So at least we'll kill 2 side schemes at the same time. Because I can't touch this card while if she wasn't wounded, I couldn't touch this. So I think I'm definitely gonna hit him. He's definitely in the he's not in the so I'm definitely gonna get him if I play Summoning Spell. So I think I should do that. I could use these 2, place Summoning, hold on to the Shawarma. Then I could just have Wolverine hit the Frost Giant, have Adam Warlock finish it. The only problem is that there's still going to be a hefty amount of threat on the main scheme, but I have to start working on something because eventually she's going to deck out and that's going to put me more in a bind. So unless I just play the Cosmic Awareness, but I don't know. I don't think that's ideal. So I'm going to do the 2 resources, play Summoning Spell. Play only if your identity has the Mystic trait, which he does, and then discard cards from the top of your deck until you discard an ally. And discard, and look, he was the last card. So Quasar enters play. When he removes from the play, remove 1 threat from each scheme. So, well, first I decked out, so a couple of things happen here before I do that. So we should probably do that first. We have to shuffle up our deck. Alright, so we shuffle back up our deck. We get a soul counter on here. We also get a counter card for decking out. Response when Quasar comes into play. Remove 1 threat from each scheme in play, so we can remove 1 off the main, 1 off Guinevere, and then 1 off Find the Northstones. So then Force Response, well, I think these are first. Alright, so when defeated, the first player reveals Gelibro and Scourge, puts into play, and then deal each player 1 face down encounter card. So I'm getting another counter card. This gets victoried. So then, when that gets victory, when a side scheme is defeated, Hela will then flip back over to her Mystic side. She gets +1. She has +1 scheme, +1 attack, and 2 additional hit points for every side scheme that's victoried. So we'll just, I guess we'll put the side schemes attached to her, I guess, for victoried. So she has 1 already on her. So her health will go up from 8 to 10. And then her attack goes up by 1 each. Okay. This is also defeated. This also has an effect. When defeated, each player puts a copy of the Northstone upgrade into play under their control on its upside flip face. And then flip this card over. So this then becomes Side Scheme, retrieve Odin's armor, hinder 2, so it comes in with threat. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme unless first player controls Odin. So this will be sitting for a little bit. It's 4. And then we are supposed to bring in who was it? Scourge and Gallup. That's nice. Alright. Then he comes in. He also has toughness. Boy, where to start? Alright. So that happened. Well, can't touch the threat on this until he's gone. So this has 4. And then huh. Oh, these are gone. That's a good thing. I think the Frost Giant's gonna be super annoying. Scourge is gonna be super annoying too. Either way. Then we have Wolverine attack. Scourge. He has piercing, so that he ignores the tough. We throw 3 damage onto him. And then we have Bazar finish him off. So his arrival is short-lived. So he gets victoried. Now we can touch the threat on this. He takes 1 consequential damage for that. Wolverine takes 2, so he goes from... He's 6 out of 7 right now. So 1 more damage and he's toast. So I probably should leave him alone for a little bit. I can have Spider-Man thwart 2 off of the Galbaru, but that's going to bring in another minion. Have Warlock ping off the tough, and then I'll have Spider-Man thwart 2 off the main. So that'll go to 8. And then I'll use the shawarma since it has an energy resource. Oh, you're going to bed? Okay. Thank you. And you have a good night. We'll use this for the energy resource to pay for the energy shield on Spider-Man to prevent the consequential damage. And then we will ready up and see what happens, I guess. We draw up to a hand size of 5. Oh, I forgot to grab the Northstone. Yeah, I forgot to put this up on setup. So actually, so my hero actually has +1 thwart, +1 tag, and +1 defense now. And then I have a one-time use where I can flip the card over and I can ready my hero. So just slip down somewhere. Got to put that in. It's important. All right. What's my attack? Alright, so one threat's going to go on the main. So this goes to 9. And Hela is going to attack for 2 and then amplify. So we'll take it. So she's going to attack again for 2, amplify, and then whatever this boost is, and that's a boost of 2. So that's going to be 2, 4, 5. So 5 damage. Frost Giant's going to attack for 3. We'll go ahead and take that also. And then we are going to get another encounter card. So now we have 3 encounter cards we have to deal with. So first one is Hela's quote. Hela gains Stalwart. How about that? And then Waste Nephilim. So when reveal, take 1 indirect damage, and then take 1 additional indirect damage for each side scheme in the victor display. So there's 1 right now, so we're going to take 2 indirect damage. So that drops us down to 1. And then the final one is... Okay, so Hela attacks, and then place 1 threat on each side scheme. Alright, so this will go to 5. This will go to 5. She's going to attack. Someone has to die. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm dumb. She's not attacking me. I'm gonna block that, actually. I'll use my Cosmic Ward to... So I forgot that I could just interrupt that, and I'm gonna cancel the effects on that, so this never happens. Sweet. Alright, cool. Crisis averted. We're now on player turn. Wolverine heals 1 health, so he's 5 out of 7. Alright. So this is mine. Let's Battle Mage. Got a ton of help. If I Battle Mage the summoning spell, I could have two. I could actually have 3 attack. And I could just not do that, or I could start healing Wolverine up a little bit. Or I can thwart some scheme. Because my thwart's at 2 right now. Yeah, let's heal Wolverine. So we're gonna do that. We'll heal him to 4. And then Mystic Senses allow me to draw a card into a basic spell. Alright, that's good. I like that. Let's do this. We'll play a basic spell. Let's remove 3 threat from here. We'll use Thor to put in a lion weight. And then let's do 2 damage to the Frost Giant. And then we will ready our hero. Flip this card over. And this is an Altered Ego action now. Exhaust Nornstone to heal 1 damage from your identity, which is really not going to matter because I have Soul World, but I'm readied up. And then I can thwart 2 off of the main. So this will go to 4. And then Quasar will hit him, take out the Frost Giants. He'll take another consequential. We'll flip down. And we will exhaust this, remove that, heal ourselves back to full health. And we're ready up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Quantum Magics, 2 of them. Okay, 1 threat goes on to the main. This goes up to 5. Hela is going to scheme for 2. In a boost and an amplify. So it's going to be 2, and then 3. And then this card gains boost icons equal to the number of side schemes on Victor display, which is 1. So this is actually 2, 3, 4. So she schemes for 4. And this will go up to 9. Counter card is the Night Sword. Attached to Hela, she gains piercing, and she has now another additional +1 to attack. Alright, and that ends the villain's turn. Wolverine heals 1. So we got, say we bust out 10 damage on her and something. Two quantum magics. What would be the payoff? What could we use? Basic spell, I would imagine. Cosmic Ward also. Yeah, I think that's what we want. We're gonna use Shield Spell, and we'll use Armored Vest to play 2 Quantum Magics. We're gonna grab Cosmic Ward back, and we're gonna grab a basic spell. I don't want to take her out yet until her deck resets, because then I know those cards will be out. So then we're gonna use probably just Battle Mage. Get this cleared up. Do the basic spell to remove 3 threat off of here, which is going to leave that at 1. And then we're going to Battle Mage, which will let me draw a card. So, Battle Mage Captain America. Let's increase everything by 1. And then we get to draw a card from Mystic Senses, which is a Hulk, which will have Spider-Man thwart that off. And we'll use Hulk as the energy resource to... Actually, you know what? We'll let him take the damage. So he goes to 3 damage now. And then this gets victoried. Alright, so when defeated, the first player reveals Hall of Destron and Needhog. Puts them into play, then deal each player a face down encounter card. So she gets increased. So now her health points are at 12. And she gets another +1. I think it's just, honestly, I think it's just easier if I just... We'll use this as the, So... So she has, well, this will be the indicator. She's got 2 side schemes in there, so she already gets the +1. to that. Then she already gets +1 attack from that. So she now has a 4 attack right now, and a 3 scheme. So there's 2 side schemes victory right now. Alright, so let's bring out him. So he comes in with toughness, like all of them. He's got 6 health. And then we have the Hall of the Strong. This comes in with a hazard card. 4 threat, 1 with hinder, so that's 5. And then when this is defeated, the first player takes. So when this is defeated, then we get Odin from the main scheme, which is what we want. We don't want to deal with that hazard icon because that's an additional encounter card. So I really don't want to deal with that, to be honest. So we're going to use Hulk to put in a Cosmic Ward, since we're going to be having a lot of encounter cards next round. Wolverine is going to attack and do 3 damage. Again, Wolverine has piercing, so that ignores the tough. And then he takes 2 consequential damage, push him to the 5. And then Bizarre will finish. Actually, no, he won't do that. It'll be a waste. Actually, I need the hero. So I have a 3 attack right now. So I'll just go ahead and just take him out. So he's defeated and victoried. So we don't have to deal with him. We are going to have to deal with that side scheme. Which kind of sucks. Actually, we're going to get another 2. Nope, let's see what happens, I guess. So we're ready, everyone up. And then we'll draw to a hand size of 5. So 1, 2, 3. We deck out. Get an encounter card. But there are rewards for decking out for us. Get a soul counter on Soul World. And 4, 5. Okay. Villain's turn. 1 threat goes on, so this goes up to 10. Hela is going to attack. And she's got 4 attack. 1 from the Night Sword, and then +2 from the side schemes. I think I have Quasar. Just block it. So, just attacking for 4, 5, 6. Did your job. Thank you. And then we're gonna get an encounter. We're gonna get 2 encounter cards because we have the hazard on here. So let's see what happens. So the first one is Nowhere is Safe. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the pass. Then if it has any counters on it, discard an upgrade or support you control. Excuse me. I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess I can get rid of line and wait. Because there's probably a worse treachery that can come out. So, but I don't really want Pursue by the Pass to get anywhere closer. We're gonna save it. We're just gonna do it, and then we'll discard line and wait. This Cosmic Ward is gonna protect us. So I lost too many games with not having that on the table. It's a very important card for him. All right. So next encounter card is there it is. That's the one I needed to block. So she's going to scheme for 4. We're not going to let that happen. We are going to Cosmic Ward that, and that will cancel. Glad I did that. Glad I was smart today. And the next one is Frozen. Attached identity cannot ready. Alter ego. So I have to go to alter ego to get rid of this. That sucks. Okay, that's gonna slow me down a little bit. Cool. All right. Well, we survived. That's amazing. My modifiers go back down to what they were normally. And then Wolverine heals 1. So he has 4. Let's Battle Mage. We're going to Battle Mage and use Skilled Investigator to remove 2 threat from a scheme. We're going to remove it off Hall of Nistran. So that'll go down to 3. And then we get to draw a card from Mystic Senses, which we draw to a Strength, which is pretty neat. So now we can actually use Strength, and we can use Basic Spell to remove 3 threat from a scheme. We'll go ahead and remove it off Hall of Nistran. And then this one gets Victoried. So when defeated, the first player detaches Odin from the main scheme and takes control of him. Deal each player 1 face-down counter card. Sure, why not? So now that gets Victoried. So now this goes up to 3. So now so now she's got 3 side schemes that are Victoried. And her health goes up another 2 points. So now she's at 14 health. So 2.6. Alright, and then detach Odin. So now we finally saved him. And he comes onto our side. So actually, let's take a gander at him real quick. So Odin is 2 thwart, 3 attack. He takes double consequential damage for whichever we decide to use him for. While Odin is not attached to the main scheme, he gains the first player gains control, which is me. Odin cannot have cards attached to him and does not count against the ally limit, which is sweet. If Odin leaves play, we lose the game. Okay, so now that's interesting. If now we added another monkey, another wrench here, if you will. He can't die. But we need his armor, which is this side scheme right here, which is 4 threat. So threat cannot be removed from this scheme unless the first player controls Odin, which we do. When defeated, heal all damage from Odin and flip him to the king side. Okay. So, sounds like we want to do that. Alright, so let's do one resource. Actually, yeah, we'll do one resource. You don't have enough resources to do this. We can actually cosmic awareness, actually. Well, actually, do we get the ready Odin also, or no? No, we don't. That sucks. I don't want to deck out again, get another encounter card. Let's do Cosmic Awareness, Quantum Magic. Let's play it safe. Let's grip back our Cosmic Ward. And then let's use Iron Man to get a Cosmic Ward back on the table. And then we're going to... We're going to thwart 2 off of here. And then we're going to exhaust Odin to thwart the remainder of it. Alright, and then... Alright, so when defeated, heal all damage from Odin, and then flip him to his king side. Alright, so he gets healed, and then... We have now... Never seen this before, so this is all new stuff for me. This is the farthest I've gotten in this match. So now he has 4 attack, and then 3 thwart. Still takes double consequential damage. And then Odin cannot have encounter cards attached. And Odin cannot have encounter cards attached, and it does not count against the ally limit. I don't know what that means. Cannot have counter cards. Never heard of such a thing. When Odin leaves play, remove him from the game. Well, I'm going to imagine he's not exhausted because he flipped. This gets victoried. So that just made Hela stronger. Huh. So we probably... Oh, wait. So we can actually start trying to win the game now. Because when Hela is defeated, if Odin is not attached to the main scheme, you win the game. So yeah, let's knock her out. Let's go for the win. Just want to make sure I have all that right. So there's 4 side schemes victoried. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, she's at 16 health. Alright, well, I wish, yeah. We're gonna have Wolverine attack her for 3. That takes down 13, he takes another 2 damage. So he has 1 health point remaining. And then we're gonna have Odin hit her for 4. Which is going to drop her to 9. He takes 2 consequential damage. And I'm exhausted because of this. So I can't ready up. Yeah. We will call that a turn, I guess. So I'll exhaust everybody. And we'll drop to our hand size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when threat goes onto the main, Hela is going to attack. So she'll get a boost. I'm just going to take the damage, I guess. So she's attacking for 5, 6. And a boost, 7, 8. So I take 8 damage. Maybe I should have Spider-Man block that. It's too late. Can't do it. Actually, you know what? I can do it. I'll actually block it with my shield spell. So when I would take any damage, I discard that many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I only have 5 cards, so I'm taking 3 damage regardless. So that's going to drop me down to 10, 9, 8. So go down to 8. Then I get an encounter card for decking out, and then this is going to go, then this gets accelerated because she just decked out. So I get our soul counter. Now I gotta shuffle my deck back up. Oh, and I actually forgot to draw the rest of my deck. Oh no, I did. It was in here. This should be here. Oh, actually, I think this gets shuffled in too, doesn't it? Oh, it stays on. Paid that, right? Yeah. All right. Cool. So then I get dealt an encounter card. All right. So we make sure we cancel any schemes, so we don't lose, because that's how we will lose. Or she just goes on a rager. All right. So she gets Laufey. So force response, after Laufey attacks, damages character, stun that character. He doesn't have guards, so we can just ignore him. That's good. And then we get a Frost Giant with toughness. This is all the Frost Giant stuff. And then we get... Okay, we're canceling that. So Cosmic War to cancel Dark Designs. So she will not scheme. Alright, cool. We're still in it. Alright, and then player turn moves. Now it's over to player turn. I still am exhausted because of this. Wolverine is going to heal for 1, so he has 5 out of 7 health right now. None of these characters have guard, so we can still just go after Hela. She has 9 health, so we have 4 damage here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have it. We win. We can win. That's good. Yep. Let's do... Not sure if I get penalized for any other stuff, but... Let's just, on the safe side... we're good. Alright. So Wolverine will hit Hela for 3. Which drops her down to 6. Wolverine will be defeated due to consequential damage. Spider-Man will attack for 2. Dropping her down to 4. He also will fall to consequential damage. And yeah, just for funsies, let's let's play 2 resources. And let's put Hulk into play. And then we'll have Hulk hit Hela for 3. 1, 2, 3. Discard the top card. It's a energy resource. So it will deal 1 damage to each character. So Odin takes a damage. I take a damage. And then Hulk would take a damage. And then Hela takes damage. And then Hela's defeated. So Hulk kills Hela. So when Hela's defeated, if Odin is not attached to the main scheme, you win the game. So we did it. I think after like 5 attempts on this game, or on the scenario, I finally got the W. And what's really funny about this whole thing is that all the times that because like I had to, because I can only play with like half my deck, so every time I played, I would, reshuffle the whole deck, then take 25, and I always go in blind, not knowing what I was going to have. And every time I thought I was going to win the game, I literally thought, oh, I had my staff. Like, let's look at the cards I didn't have in my game. Actually, before I do that, I should probably look at the campaign. So, victory. If Find the Norn Stones was defeated, add Norn Stones to the campaign pool. Alright, so this is now part of my journey. If retrieve Odin's armors in the victory display, add Odin to the campaign pool. Okay. Why wouldn't it be? You basically kind of need to, right? Oh. Oh, you could. Oh, so you could just do that without the. Alright, cool. Hmm. Alright, cool. So I guess I guess we get to fight Loki now. We got to do that tonight. Trying to get this campaign done for all of August. So like, it was very funny. I don't think I should have unexhausted. I don't think I should have unexhausted him when I flipped him. But now that I'm rereading the card, I probably should have kept him exhausted because it doesn't say he gets unexhausted. I just figured it was a different form. But it wouldn't have mattered. I had the damage regardless, and then some to take her out. So it's still a W. I don't care. Yeah, so like, yeah. Alright, so next game we're gonna do is get set up and fight Loki. We're gonna finish this campaign tonight, I think. Let's see it happen. Alright. So things I didn't have in this deck. I didn't have my Clarity of Purpose. I didn't have Pip. I didn't have my Sorcerer Supreme. I didn't have my staff. I didn't have my cape. I didn't have anything. I literally got this done with two quantum magics, a cosmic awareness. I had at least one double resource, and I had a shawarma. That helped. This card right here. This card's the MVP of the game. This stopped me from losing twice with that scheme out. Because I would have lost if she schemed. And Energy Shield came in clutch because I got to reuse Spider-Man a couple times also. So alright, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take a 5-minute stretch break. Clean up this massacre. And we are going to do the final fight of the campaign, which is Loki. And yeah, we'll get it done. See you then. I'll be right back. Alright, so we are now Alright. Alright, so we are now doing the final scenario to the campaign. It's going to be against Loki. And scenario 5. So let's see here. Oh, I forgot to grab the Infinity Gauntlet. That's going to be important. That's. Alright, so we need the Infinity Gauntlet, Enchantress, and the Frost Giants. So, campaign cards. So we have that. And Enchantress. Alright, so with Loki, to win the game, the players must defeat a certain number of Loki villains. Each version has victory 1 to indicate that it is added to the victory display when it's defeated. When Loki is defeated, that triggers the Force Interrupt on stage 1B. When Loki is defeated, advance to a random set-aside Loki villain. When a new version of Loki on display, transfer all attachments, status cards, and counters and tokens that were on the previous version to the new version that are displayed. The victory conditions for the scenario is written in bold, stage 1B. If the number of Lokis in the victory display is equal to the victory condition, the players win the game. So there's rookie mode, one version of Loki, standard 2, expert 3, and then heroic 4. So since we're playing standard, we have to defeat 2 versions of Loki too. So these are the versions of Loki. Alright. Put the open the dungeon side scheme into play. Make this card. Shuffle the summon back into it. So this gets added to it. If Shawarma's in the campaign pool, alright, so that goes back in my deck. If System Shock's in the campaign pool, it's not. If Affinity Stones 1B was completed, each player discards. Oh my god, that actually carries over. Oh, that's gonna be rough. So I gotta deal with that in this game too. That sucks. If Nornstone is in the campaign pool, each player puts one copy of the Nornstone upgrade into the setup side. So at least we get this right at the start. If Odin is in the campaign pool, put Odin to play on his king side. So that'll also come into play. Okay. Okay. Well, this is gonna suck. So mental note: next time I play this campaign, make sure I don't have Thanos Snap, because that's going to be terrible for the remainder of the campaign. These can get set aside. We need our obligation added to the encounter deck. That stays aside. Alright, so this is in play, this is in play. Alright, so setup. Alright, so set each copy of Loki villain aside out of play. Put the War in Asgard side scheme into play. Shuffle the encounter deck and then reveal one set aside Loki villain at random. Then reveal the top card of the Infinity deck. So War in Asgard comes into play. So this gets revealed. So we have an acceleration. It has hindered 1, so this will have summon on it. And then open the dungeons comes into play. When defeated, each player chooses one captive ally from the campaign set and puts into play under their control. Then flip this card over. This comes in with 3. And this also have a boost amplify on. These are the set aside Lokis. Counter. So we'll shuffle up the Infinity Stone deck. This is gonna be rough. That's there. These are the Lokis. Need to get this mixed up as best we can. Counter deck is shuffled. Shuffle up the player deck. Because we're going to be removing half of our deck again. That's shuffled. Gonna remove half my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. That's my deck. Going in blind. Not even gonna look at these because I don't want to know. And we're going to reveal one of the set aside Lokis. Let's grab this one. Alright, so this Loki has Stalwart. And when defeated, discard cards from the top of the counter deck until a side scheme is discarded, then reveal that side scheme. He has 3 scheme, 1 attack, 20 health. And he has the Infinity Gauntlet, so this is a permanent setup. This is in the game for the whole, this can't be removed. The villain gets +1 scheme, +1 attack. And after attached villain activates, you resolve the special ability on the Infinity Stone in play. Otherwise, put the top card of the Infinity Stone deck into play. There's that. This is the Infinity Stone deck. And we revealed our set-aside enemy, and then we reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. And we'll be starting the game off with the Power Stone. So when this activates, you're stunned. If you already were stunned, take 3 damage. Place this card in the bottom of the discard. Put this in. Right, and then these Lokis are set aside. He's got 20 health. Put that right there. All right. Reveal. All hail King Loki. Force interrupt when Loki is defeated. Advance to a random set-aside Loki line. If the number of Lokis is in the victory display is equal to the victory condition, the players win the game. So we have to get 2 Lokis in the victory display to win this game. This starts with 1 threat per player, and it goes up 1 threat per player. All right. Let's begin. Alright, so we'll drop to our hand size of 6. So, combat training, magic attack, Bazaar, Captain America, and lie in wait. And, oh wow, we have Wolverine also. Alright. Where do we begin? Well, Odin can take off. We're going to become stunned. Oh, I also have 1. I have 1/1 across the board. So let's see. If I go 3 resource, actually, if I battle mage, the only problem is I'm not going to have really much of a board state. If I battle mage, I can have 3 thwart, and then I could actually just, I could hit that, open the dungeons. Let's flip to hero. Let's use Captain America to battle mage and increase our stuff by 1. So we'll go ahead and thwart. So we already battle mage, we thwart 3 off of this. And we defeat it, so when defeated, each player chooses 1 captive ally from the campaign set and puts it into the play under the control. So let's look at that. See who our options are. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 4 captive allies. We have Volstagg, He has 5 health, retaliate, thwart 1, and attack 1. And he has toughness. Comes into play with tough. That's an option. We have Lady Sif. She has 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 health. Action, spend a physical resource. Ready, Lady Sif. We also have Fendrel. 3 thwart, 2 consequential damage. When Fendrel uses his thwart, ignore crisis icons in play. And then we have Hogan, who has 3 attack, 2 consequential damage when he attacks, and he gains piercing. So we have to select someone. Well, I have physical resources. I could definitely get Lady Sif out. So I think I'm going to take her. So I'm going to take Lady Sif. So Lady Sif will come into play. So it gets put into play. And then we have to flip this card over. Yogurman. Loki gets 4 hit points, so he goes up to 24. And there's another acceleration added to this. Over there, I guess. And then force interrupt when Loki is defeated, remove. When Loki is defeated, remove this card from the game. It's also an attachment, so. Okay. So I just made Loki stronger for no reason. Good for me. Huh. What do I want to do here? Probably want to get this done. I can magic attack. If I do this, then another Infinity Stone is going to come into play. Or I try to just burn down as much damage as I can on this first Loki. That's 24 damage. If I can come up with 24 damage. Let's do this. Let's use the Nordstone to ready up Adam Warlock. And then this gets flipped over. And then let's do one resource to play a magic attack. Choose an enemy. We choose Loki. And then discard up to 5 cards from the top of your deck and then deal 1 damage to that enemy for each card discarded this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do 5 damage to him. That brings him down to 19. And then we'll do 2 resources to put in a combat training. This will increase our attack by another 1 point. So we have 3 attack right now. And we're gonna go ahead and hit 3 damage on Loki. Takes him down to 16. And then we're gonna hit 4 damage on him with Odin. Which brings him down to 12. Odin takes 2 consequential. Lady Sif's gonna hit him for 2. It takes him down to 10. Lady Sif takes 1 damage. And that's it. So we're gonna ready up. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 resources. And then we're going to put 2 threat onto the main. So that goes to 3. No, it goes to 4. And then Loki's going to attack. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take it. So because I'm going to be stunned anyways, so I can attack. So we might as well just defend. So we are going to defend this. So he's going to attack for 2. And then the boost of 3, 4. So we have a 4 defense. So we take no damage. And then we activate the Power Stone, which stuns us. And this will get discarded. We'll get an encounter card. And the Enchantress. So Enchantress comes into play. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile and set aside area for a copy of Seduced and attach it to your identity. Let's see, I think there's 2 copies of that, right? So if I can get them all out of the deck, I'd rather just do that. Alright, so we're going to grab that one. Okay, so Seduce gets attached to me. So I cannot make basic attacks or play attack events, and I have to spend a energy and mental resource to discard this card. And I have to be an alter ego to get rid of this. Alright, we'll end the villain's turn, and turn moves over to me. So I can't attack, so let's do a spiritual meditation. We'll draw 2 cards, and then we'll go ahead and discard 1. I think I'm going to play one, 2. We're going to put Hulk into play. I think we are going to Battle Mage. We're going to Battle Mage, Heroic Intuition, and we're going to remove 2 threat off the main. And then we're going to have Hulk. We're going to have Lady Sif attack Enchantress. Actually, we got some, yeah. Attack Enchantress. And then we'll have Hulk hit Enchantress for 3, which would defeat her. And then we discard top card. It's an energy, so this deals 1 damage to everybody. So Sif just died. And then Hulk just took a damage, and then Odin just took a damage. Loki took a damage also, and I also took a damage. So Loki's at 9. And then Hulk gets another damage per consequential. And then we'll hold on to Night Nurse and we'll ready up. Drawing up to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, we got Soul World. Nice. Alright. All is not lost yet. Alright, so 2 threat goes on. I'm sorry, 3 threat goes on. So this is going to go up to 5. Loki's got Stalwart also. So just remind myself I can't confuse him. He's going to attack for 1. We also lost our modifiers. Actually, my attack is 3 because I have combat training. That's all I have. We'll defend it. So he's attacking for 1, 2, 3. And we have 3 defense, so we take no damage. And that works. And then force response. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I take 1 damage. And then we reveal the top card, and it's going to be a Time Stone. Should be the next stone up. And player turn moves over to me. Alright, so I'm going to use Armored Vest to Battle Mage and heal Odin 1. And then I'm going to use Thor as a resource to put Soul World into play. We will have Hulk hit Loki for 3. And he discards a mental, so Hulk goes away. then we will have Odin hit Loki for 4. Oh, that's gonna put threat on the main. Yeah, no, we got actually already have Odin thwart 3 off the main. So that would go to 2, and then he takes 2 consequential. And we're at it. We deck out, so we get a counter card. We get 1 soul charge on the soul world. And we're going to shuffle up. And our hand size is going to be 5, so 4, 5. Okay, so 3 threat goes onto the main. It's going to 5. Loki's going to attack. We're just going to take it, so he's going to attack for 2, 3, and then if this villain is attacking and attack deals damage to a character, stun that character. I'm already stunned, so that doesn't really matter. So 1, 2, 3, so I lose 3 damage. Takes me down to 6. And then we get dealt in a counter card. Oh, well, before we do that, Time Stone activates. So Time Stone states, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different card type discarded this way. Then place this card on the Infinity Stone deck discard pile. So we discard an ally, an event. How many was it? 4? And an upgrade. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 goes on. So now this is at 8 out of 12. That's kind of scary. Then we reveal the next encounter card, which is Infinite Mischief. When revealed, shuffle the Infinity Stone deck discard pile into the Infinity Stone deck, and then reveal the top card. So these shuffle back in, and then we're going to reveal another one. And it's another Time Stone. Alright. And turn moves over to me. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play 2 resources. And we're going to put Under Surveillance on. This raises the threat cap by 4. So this will go up to 16 as to lose, basically. And then we are going to can't attack. Can thwart though. We are going to use the Night Nurse. We're going to Battle Mage. We're going to heal 1 off Odin. And then we're going to thwart 2 off of here. Then we're going to thwart 3 off of here. And Odin takes 2 damage. Now he's 5 damage out of his 6 health. We'll pull down to the shield spell. And we'll ready up. So 3 threat goes on to the main. So this goes up to 6. Loki's going to attack. And we are going to defend. No, I think we can take it. He's attacking with 2. Then with the boost of discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck and apply its boost icons. So he's attacking me for 2, 3, 4. So 4 damage. So I'm at 2 health. And then Time Stone activates. Discard top 4 cards. That's going to be an upgrade, ally, an event, and upgrade. So 1, 2, 3. So this goes up to 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we get the encounter card. And Loki's Crown. Attached to Loki, he gets +1 scheme. After you make a basic attack against Loki, spend a mental or physical resource to discard this card. So he's got 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 attack right now. Or 5, he's got 5 scheme right now. Spiritual Meditation. We're going to draw 2 cards. We're going to discard 1. We're going to battle me. Or actually, let's do. Mystic Senses would help us draw a card. Can't play attack events. So let's do these 2. These 2 for Mystic Senses. No. These 2, and then the Battle Mage to remove 2 threat off of here. And then I can draw a card because of Mystic Senses. That's Quantum Magic. Could actually bring something back. I probably would want my Mystic Ward. Before I deck out. Can't even flip down. Because um flip down, remove this, go back up to full health. And then I'm going to discard a card to remove this status. And I'm going to hold on to my shield spell. And we're going to ready up. So, I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5. We docked out. Get another soul charge. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 threat goes on. This goes up to 8. He's scheming for 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8. It goes up to 14. So 2 more threat we lose. And then he activated, so this gets revealed. And it's the Soul Stone. Then we get the encounter card, summon back, Peril and Surge. So now we have to search the encounter deck and discard pile for our Nemesis and put him into play. Luckily, he is. So he has Quick Strike, but I have an Alter Ego, so he won't activate. So that's good. And then, oh, forgot this encounter card. Alright, so this one would have been the Trickster, swap Loki with a random set-aside Loki villain, and then that Loki activates against you. Okay, so I probably would have just lost. Well, so this one is going to... So then bring out another one. So we get Loki retaliates. Then he activates. Scheming for 2. And then we lost. Yep. There you go, 16. Oh, that was cruddy. Then we would have had our side scheme. Alright. Well, that was a good intro. Oh, it's gonna be so rough with half a deck. Alright, so mistakes I made. I went for this, I think, too quickly. And that was putting a lot of pressure on the main scheme. It'd probably be better if I could get rid of Warren Asgard first. Yeah, it's going to give me a stone, but this is going to give acceleration. We have 4 hit points. we'll have to try again next time. But other than that, appreciate anyone who stopped by and check this out. Next time I play, I will continue my campaign run. We are on the final boss. So we're gonna fight him again. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great night. And I'll see you next time. Bye.